Hello guys, what's up? So Cody here from Metal Miners. You might notice that I made a purchase. I bought a ring light. So hopefully you'll be able to see a difference with that. Let's actually test that theory. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see if it improves the video. My plan my plan next is to buy like a better microphone, all in hopes to be, I guess, like more professional or whatnot. The inverse of that could be a further descent into social media madness, but that is a risk I'm willing to take. So let's get right into it. I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 records to show. I'll try and keep it, as succinct as possible. And then possibly an announcement at the end. We'll see how it goes. There's kind of a giveaway that I'm trying to do. But there's some other factors that go into it, obviously. So maybe a giveaway this week. If not, probably next Friday. I would announce one, so just keep an eye out for that. But let's get right into it. First two are from the same band. It's a pretty, eclectic list, I guess. Death metal, heavy metal, black metal, Viking metal. So hopefully there's something in here you'll enjoy. First up, everyone who knows me, if you don't know me, I'm Cody. Run the page with my dad. I don't listen to a ton of death metal, but the death metal I do listen to, I think is good, but it's pretty basic. So first up is Cerebral Rot, Odious Descent into Decay. This is their 2019 release. Seattle, Washington death metalers, of course. 4-piece band, comes on this beautiful vinyl here. Try and get that light off of it. Yeah, really sweet vinyl there. Yeah, what can you say about Cerebral Rot? I mean, the photos really do it justice of what this sounds like. I mean, it's murky, it's gross, it's dirty. I looked at the metal archives for like the lyrical content, and one of them was literally just like feces. So I never realized that before, that they were singing about shit. But it makes sense, And this next record is what got me into the band. This is their 2021 release, Excretion of Mortality. This was on my 2021 top 20 best of. Really awesome record. I think I prefer this one over Odious. It comes on this very nice vinyl here. Got both of these from 20 bucks spin. But yeah, same thing. They didn't change up their sound. I think I just like the riffs better on this one. I don't know why, but yeah, Excretion of Mortality. Once again, I'll show you that. I mean, this is what the music sounds like. Just really gross and nasty and murky, and I don't know all the death metal terms yet, but those sound about right to me. I don't know. All right, next up is actually a record I got a while ago, and found out a while ago. I got their cassette first via Bandcamp, and then I got the record from Vermignosis, and of course I don't know, I posted the cassette a while ago, but I have number 90 out of 111. Vermignosis here. So that's Forest of Jinns. Wendigo. Really good black metal. First got hip to them, like I said, from Bandcamp. They are from Tennessee, so Appalachian Mountain areas. Obviously, being from North Carolina, I knew a lot about the Appalachian Mountains. A bunch of my friends either lived there or went to school there, things like that, so I made a bunch of trips up there, so really enjoy that area. And definitely, when I saw that, I was like, the cover's sick. They're from kind of the same area I am, might as well check it out. And the music is really good. But unfortunately, we follow them on Instagram, and there seems to be some issues with the band. I'm not sure if they're split up or not. It appears, I could be wrong here, that 2 members have left. They were a 4-piece. It looks like 2 members have left. So the band's kind of like on hold right now. So there's a live album, and there's an EP. My plan is to get the EP pretty soon. It's a 7-inch. I don't really like collecting 7 inches. But to support the band, I feel that's important. So yeah, that is Forest of Jinn's Wendigo. And they're out of Tennessee. 2021 release. Next up is a band that everyone should know. If you don't know this band, shame on you, but I think everyone who's watching this channel obviously would know this band. This is my second album from them, and I actually got this at the local record store here, which doesn't carry a lot of metal, so I was really happy to get this. A lot of their stuff is, they'll have like Black Sabbath and some Metallica and things like that. Things the Stranger Things fans have become hip to, and it's like, oh, that's super hardcore metal. So they carry that kind of metal, I guess. The popular metal, which is nothing wrong with that. But King Diamond's them. I mean, King Diamond needs no introduction. Obviously, Merciful Fate frontman. One of my favorite, I guess you'd call it heavy metal. It comes on this really nice blue. I don't know if you can really see that kind of like marbling in there, but it's really nice, really deep blue. Them, I'm not sure if that's my second or favorite King Diamond record. Fatal Portrait is usually my go-to, but Them is always close behind, so I'm not quite sure where I would stack this. Maybe 1 or 2 in my favorite King Diamond releases, and that includes Merciful Fate. I prefer the King's solo stuff to Merciful Fate. That might be a hot take, but sue me. I don't know. I don't know. I like the sound better on King Diamond records. But yeah, that's Them by King Diamond. Obviously, Copenhagen, Denmark, 1988. I also saw on Metal Archives that they moved to Texas. I was unaware of this. They moved to like Dallas, Texas. Why the hell would you move to Dallas, Texas? I don't know. As an American, I'm like, why would the King move to Texas? If the King is in Texas, I want to hear about more of this. If you have any more information on that, please let me know. Because I don't buy it. I don't believe it for 1 second that King Diamond is living in Dallas, Texas. I won't hear it. All right, moving on. These last 2 records kind of make me sad, but we'll get through it. So first up, like I said, my death metal is very basic, and but I think that's good. It's just very basic. So this one is one that everyone I think should know. If not, you got some homework to do, and that is Undeath's 2022 release. Came out this year. It's Time to Rise from the Grave. They're a 5-piece from New York. I saw this band live for the first time with my buddy when I was still living in Charlotte, and I got this record in Charlotte. Actually, when me and my dad was helping me move out of North Carolina back to Florida. So these were the last pickups that I got from North Carolina. So it kind of makes me sad because obviously I miss North Carolina, I miss living there. But, you know, what are you gonna do? So I've got some really cool relics from North Carolina, so I guess that's a good consolation prize. It comes on this really nice vinyl here. Look at that. Really nice. I'm assuming this record will be on a lot of people's year-ends list. Seems to have really great reception. So, and I was really pleased seeing them live. Like I said, saw them on the it was Frozen Soul, Dying Fetus, Undeath, and then 2 like deathcore bands who I completely ignored and have blocked out their names from my mind. So Undeath opened, put on a really good show. Frozen Soul put on a really good show, and then Dying Fetus obviously was the headliner. Had a few drinks that night. I remember most of it, so really pleased to get this record. It's always going to remind me of North Carolina now because, one, I saw the band the first time in North Carolina, and I got the record in North Carolina. So, shout out North Carolina, of course. And then this next record, or this last record, I kind of have mixed feelings about the band, but I like this record, if that makes sense. It's a really well-regarded band. I don't know if I love this band. Only black metal, well, second black metal album I'm showing today. But I'll let y'all be the judge of it. Obviously, it's a super well-known band. Classic release. It was released on Death Like Silence from Euronymous from Mayhem before he was murdered. So this album is dedicated to him. See the dedication right there. So this is Vikinglir Veldi. I hope I said that right. By Enslaved, which came out in '94. Enslaved is a 5-piece. It's a gatefold. All the lyrics are written in Norse, or it says Icelandic. So all the lyrics are written in Icelandic. And I'll show you it's got some really great art on the inners here. And it comes on this kind of like almost like a burnt gold vinyl here. Really interesting color. I like it. It's a double LP. Typically, I don't really like double LPs just because, I don't know, I'm 25, so, you know, I'm competing with just putting on something on the phone here. So having to get up and change the album is kind of annoying to me. There's the others. But yeah, Enslaved. Let's talk about Enslaved. I really love the first track here, especially that first synth part. That love that part. But I've listened to 4 or 5 Enslaved albums, and it just seems like they could cut their songs down 4 or 5 minutes every time. I don't know. Maybe I'm just hating. But that's just my opinion. It seems like they kind of go for this whole progressive thing. But, I mean, does a song have to be 11 minutes to be progressive if it's just kind of the same thing on a loop for an extra 4 or 5 minutes? Call me crazy, I don't know. But that's my kind of beef with Enslaved a little bit. And like I said, I've only listened to maybe 4 or 5 records. I think my favorite's Frost, which came out the same year, '94. That's a little more traditional black metal, I guess. This is considered black metal, Viking metal. But I don't know. It just seems to me like, okay, you made this song 11 minutes, but 4 of those minutes were just the same thing that you were doing in the other 7 minutes, you know? It's not really adding anything to me, I guess. But Enslaved, legendary band, needless to say. Did a lot for not only Viking metal, but progressive metal. So, kudos to them, hats off. Will I be collecting all of Enslaved's discography? No, I will not. I'll probably get Frost, maybe one other record, but I'm pretty pleased with my Enslaved records so far. And this is my first one. So, that is it for me today. Moving forward, let's see, I have a bunch of stuff coming in the mail. I've got 2 records to show from, I forget where I got them from, but I've got 2 records to show right now, and then I've got a bunch of stuff coming over the next week or so. Even made a purchase through social media, meaning not like a, distro or anything, just from a guy, so I was kind of nervous about that, but he sent me tracking and everything, so everything seems alright with that, hopefully. 2 records, one I really, really wanted, and the other one I just thought looked interesting. So, really stoked about the things that are coming up. If I get all of that stuff, I'm going to try and keep it like 6 to 7 records of video. If I get all that stuff, maybe like Wednesday, I'll maybe do another video on Wednesday, but probably next weekend. And then I'll do the giveaway details, let's see, probably on that next video. So I think maybe Friday, Saturday. The plan right now is to give away 1 record, which I have a duplicate of, which is pretty well sought after. And then for another prize, I'll just do like $50 US, PayPal or something like that. I think that's about what the other record is worth. So I want to make it to where, if you don't like this record or you don't want the record, or, for whatever reason, you just want the $50 US, that's fine. I'll just PayPal you. But yeah, the record, I feel like it's a good deal. I feel like people will want it, but I'm gonna give you that option if you want the record or if you want the cash. So I'll probably do like a first place winner, second place winner, and first place will just get, their option. Second place will just have to get stuck with whatever they get. So obviously I'll pay for shipping for the record. But yeah, I have a duplicate of a pretty hyped up record, so hopefully people will want to do it. Another added issue is how to do it on Instagram and YouTube, whether to do, one gets one or one gets the other. So if you have any ideas about that, let me know. But until next time, I'm Cody from Metal Miners. Only the good stuff here. Have a great day, have a great weekend, have a great life. Until I see you next week. All right, see ya.